Welcome back. This is Thomas. I want to talk about Will's tweet where he says Bitcoin has now spent 7 days below 45K, prior range low, and still no major interest wipeout. Either there is sufficient demand down at these levels, low 40s, or this open interest is not aggressive longs. So before we continue, if you like this video, click on the thumb up, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. If you dislike this video, feel free to double tap on the thumbs down. Let's continue. Let's take a look at the chart, the open interest dominance chart that Will posted. Here we have the gray line, the gray graph line, being the market cap for Bitcoin. This line right here. And the blue line being the open interest dominance, which is perpetual open interest divided by market cap. And that's this blue line here. So let's identify some key points. Back here at April, sometime in late April, mid-April, you have the market cap peaking in this salmon color zone here, along with the perpetual, along with the open interest dominance. When they when they rise and peak together, they have a tendency to fall together. So when the open interest dominance peak up here, and the market cap's also up here, price tends to fall down, and that's exactly what it did. Let's go over. We're gonna skip this one in July for a second, and we're gonna go to this one right here. This is similar to the one in April. You have the open interest dominance in this color zone, salmon color zone here, and it's peaking. And down here you can see they both rise. You can see the market cap rising, the dominance rising, and this one peak and this one peak, and then this one drop down through liquidation, and the price also dropped down. This is market cap, but the price graph looks almost identical. We go over here, same thing happened. You got the dominance line, the blue line, peaking in this colored salmon zone, and you have the market cap peaking, also rising and peaking. They both rose and they both peak, and guess what? Bam! They both went down. So let's go back to the one I skipped. Back in July, you have the dominance line up here, peaking up here, quite high actually. But you have the market cap diverging in the opposite direction. It was coming down here. So when this peak and this one bottomed, this one dropped, the dominance dropped because of liquidation here. And then you have the market cap and also price shooting up, rallying right here. That's a very similar situation to what we have today. Now we have the dominance line peaking here and the market cap down here. So they're diverging. So what would we expect? We would expect something like July, where the perpetual open interest dominance will drop, and we haven't dropped yet, but we should drop, and this one should, the market cap should rise. If market cap rises, price rises too, usually. So that's what we would expect. But Will's question is, we've had several in the last 7 days. Why hasn't this dominance dropped due to why hasn't open interest gone wiped out yet? So for that, let's take a look at some other charts. Let's zoom into this chart, which is the same chart, but it's zoomed in. And this is on a time frame of 1 month. So the entire graph is 1 month. Let's just check out the last few days. So here, let's go through. The gray line here is the market cap. The blue line is in that same line that Will had on his chart, which is the perpetual dominance. open interest dominance there. And then the green line is the perpetual futures open interest perpetual right here. That's the green line. That's open interest in perpetual futures. So let's take a look at what happens. Let's start over here, right about over here. So here on January the 5th, you have market cap dropping down towards January the 5th. As market cap dropped, you have the open interest going up, right? So if it's a ratio of open interest divided by market cap, if market cap drops and it's the bottom number or the denominator, if that goes smaller, that means that the whole fraction of the ratio will increase, and that's exactly what happened here. So market cap dropped, you have open interest increasing, therefore the ratio increases. So top number is the green, bottom number is the gray one. So you see the ratio increasing. So you get up to here. So the fourth, they're both here. And so you can see that the blue line, which is the dominance line, that thing drops faster. You see that slope right there, dropping down faster than from here on the gray line, which is the market cap. It dropped, but it didn't drop as fast. You see that? So what that means is, since the green line is the top number and it's dropping faster, that means that the whole ratio is gonna drop pretty fast too, and you can see that in the blue line here, right? So now we're here. Now what happens next is open interest went up as price or market cap went down, so they're diverging. What that means is the top number went up while the bottom number went down. What that means is it's gonna the blue line is actually the dominance line. The green line here is the open interest. Open interest went up slightly, but you have the market cap dropping down faster. That means that the ratio is going to increase. Bottom number drops faster, so it's getting much smaller. So the whole fraction or the ratio is going to go up, and that's exactly what happened here. So it went up, and then let's go to the next line on the 6th here. On the 6th, you have market cap dropping even faster. And then you have open interest spiking up slightly. This thing went up. I think I just did that. And then here, you going towards the 7th of January, you have the market cap dropping down, continue to drop down. And then you have open interest also dropping down, almost the same slope. You see that? Right there, same slope. But you can see the ratio here is dropping too, but that if it's dropping like this, that means that the top number has to drop faster to get the this number, to get the ratio or the fraction to decrease. So this slope is slightly steeper than this slope. Next, we have from the 7th to the 8th, we have open interest dropping just slightly. Same thing with the market cap. So they're almost the same slope. Therefore, the fraction is going to go horizontal. It's going to remain similar, the same, relatively the same. Next, from the 8th to the 9th, market caps went up slightly. And then you have the open interest going up slightly. Therefore, almost the same slope. Therefore, the dominance line or the ratio will go pretty much the same across. And then from the 9th to the 10th, you can see here, market cap went down slightly. Open interest went down a little bit faster. Therefore, you have the fraction number or the dominance going down slightly. So what does this tell us? This tells us that, part of the reason why the blue line, which is what Will was showing on his chart here, part of the reason why we're still up here is because market cap and open interest is dropping similarly. In order for market in order for this line to drop down faster, that means that the open interest would have to drop down even faster than the market cap. So why isn't it dropping faster? So let's take a look at open interest. So here's open interest. This is Binance. This is the perpetual futures from Binance. And I drew in, Will says 7 days, so I just picked the third, drew a line from the price line from the third down to now. And this line right here, the decrease in price is about 10%. And I drew another line connecting the third here for open interest for backed by stable coins. Drew a line from the third to till now. And this decrease is about 9%. And then here is the open interest for that are backed by Bitcoin. That's why they're called coin margin contracts from the third till now. And this one dropped down about 5.25%. So overall, even though we have had some liquidations here, you can see that, but the liquidation came before open interest went up. So open interest went up and the liquidation happened. It dropped just slightly from where it was before, and then it recovered. And so pretty much open interest changed a little bit, but it hasn't changed that much. There were some liquidations, but the open interest kind of bounced back slightly. Not as much, but it bounced back slightly, except for where they had the big increase over here. But overall, it just kind of trending down similarly on the same slope as the price, but not as fast. 10%, 9%, or 8.5%, and 5.25%. So in order for open interest to get wiped out faster, there's got to be either some aggressive funding rate changes, or contracts that are more aggressive and using more leverage. So until we have that, I think we're going to continue to see this pattern, and we might see flash crashes here and there, but it's not going to wipe out that much until we have a bigger major flash. And some of the volume that we're dealing with here, we have a crash. We had a crash here, and we had decent volume, but it wasn't enough to wipe out the open interest down here. So I hope that helps. Remember, click thumb up if you like the video. Double click thumb down if you dislike the video. Subscribe, click the bell, and I'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.